So that was good. I'm messaging with another girl about some stuff that she's interested in, and she did my solution tool. So,
where have you met these, or where do you know these new?
One girl I've known since second grade.
It's pretty
So
cool.
the other one I used to work with.
It's pretty cool. Are these people you've been in contact with the whole time, or they've been watching, or they were previous no's?
One was a previous no. Yep. So, but it's been a while since we've talked.
That's pretty cool. I always love to see, I love to watch the journey that people go on, you know, because we never know when somebody's going to say yes, right? I mean, we're just showing up to follow up with them and ask them and get curious with them and ask them some questions. And we don't know that day they're going to write us, or we don't know that day that they're going to say that they're ready. It's always fun to watch that.
Yep. I've got one that I've never talked to the products about that, they kind of all fall in different categories. So
yeah,
kind of nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's fun, and actually got on the phone with her and we talked and caught it. The one that signed up today, we caught up. That was great. She's homeschooling for the first time ever with 2 boys. So I told her about you.
I feel really inclined lately to just ask people the question. Like, if you guys heard my voice memo that I send to all my PCs, I literally sent to all of them. And I said, hey, I hope you're doing good. I wanted to message you and ask you if you want to try the new Redefine regimen. Like, I just asked the question. And then I end it with some excitement. Like, I've been using it for 3 weeks. I'm in love. I think you're going to love it too. Let me know either way. And then, for other people, I just feel like I just want to ask them, like, hey, do you want to try Rodan & Fields? I don't want to add any extra fluff. I just want to ask the dang question.
Yep.
And that's what Charla was saying on her training from last night, too. She's like, leave it all, just
spit it out.
Questions. Right. Get right to it.
Mm-hmm. I've told you guys.
Has anyone told you about Rodan & Fields before? Has anyone? Yeah. Just
that's it.
Right to it.
I've told you guys so many times, whenever I get a message from someone and I don't really know them, and they're saying something like that to me about my kids or my post or my whatever, I mean, you go and you look at their profile, but even before you see their profile, you know that they sell something. And I always think, just spit it out. Just ask me, ask me what you want to ask me. And that's exactly how I treat people. I don't want to butter them up in any way to make them think anything that's not true. I'm just curious if anybody shared Rodan & Fields with you. That's all. That's why I'm here, you know?
And you guys...
that can take away that belief that we always have. Like, I mean, it may not take it completely away, but everybody, I feel like, has the belief, oh, they're just going to think I'm reaching out to them about skincare or whatever. And I mean, it is. I'm reaching out to you because I have a potential solution to your problem. And you don't know what people are dealing with. Like, they could be literally struggling with acne. You don't know until you ask the question.
No, you have no idea. It's like what I posted this morning. Like, hi, I'm just trying to sell you some skincare. That's why I'm here. In fact, that's actually the only reason I'm on Facebook still. That's it. That's the only reason I'm here at all.
Charla's reel was pretty funny.
I actually, I listened to her training today, but I still haven't watched that reel. I gotta go watch it.
It's funny.
That reel was good.
Good.
I didn't watch it.
That was so good. I love it. And I love that she's doing things now that show you how to do that stuff. Because I'm always like, how is she doing that? Like, whoop, it's magically here. Now it's gone.
So. Well, it's awesome because, like she was saying in her training, you know, for so long she tried to show up well. And what people really want to know is, how do you do that? You know, and can I do what you're doing? And if she shows people how to do these simple things, how to do what she's doing, they can go, hey, I can do that too. No.
One thing that's that's really nice too with several newer people that they've got stuff is that when they tell you or that they know a lot of people that sell Rodan and Fields, but they specifically want to buy from you.
Yep.
I mean, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thanks.
That's the best compliment, honestly.
I actually just, I'm making muffins for tomorrow morning, so I'm doing that and listening. But I actually, there's a gal that I just sort of know, just a little bit. And I was talking about the coupons and I went on live and asked who was interested in one, and she said me. So we've kind of been going back and forth, and then finally I pinned her down and she said, yeah, let's get together this week. And then it's like, reach out, ghost, reach out, ghost. And so I think now, next time I'm just going to reach out and say, hey, I don't want to bug you, but I was, I thought you were interested and you wanted to get together, but just say the word if you're not interested. I've done that before a couple times and it has worked. They've said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yes, let's get a date right now.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So.
There's
Because
just
people honestly forget or just
Yeah.
Think about how many things we all forget just in day-to-day.
Exactly. And I'm actually, because we're kind of opening up a little bit more in Wisconsin with COVID, that I'm trying to meet personally with as many of my PCs as I can to actually bring the new Redefine to our coffee or when we get together or dinner. I've done that now 5 preferred customers, and they like it, and it's helped boost interest. And so yeah, hopefully that when their auto ship comes due this month, they're gonna order. Oh yeah.
Nikki, how's it going for you?
It's going good. A lot of conversations. I was telling Tracy, like, I feel like my this month or even a little bit of last month. So I'm like 2 months in to the the program. And I'm having a lot of conversations. Like I get to the, hey, there's interest. Okay, what kind of regimen are you, like, what's your skincare routine? Like I get that whole conversation going.
Yeah.
And then right when it gets to like, how much is it going to cost me? I feel like I lose them. Regardless how I say it, like my way, different suggestions, I always lose. I feel like I lose the sale or I get to pause. So I've been getting a lot of those. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to take those as a not right now situation. And I did a lot of that last month. And then I guess I did like a story like a couple days ago about using the reverse regimen. And then one girl this morning like woke up, she was like, I'm ready to place my order. I'm like, you told me no like 7 times. You want to place your order? Yes. And then I told her, I was like, hey, I got to get the kids ready for breakfast because my son was like, I'm hungry. So I had to get that situated. So that's why I was on my phone, like telling her like, hey, my kids are situated now. Like, what you doing? So I like trying to be, what Kathy was saying, like, let's get it going.
So I could give you a couple of recommendations on that.
Yeah.
I like to, so when you discuss the regimen that they want, and what I typically do is I send screenshots from my phone. So I'll go to my website, my .com website. I take a screenshot of the regimen and the price, and maybe the description if it fits in, like what it does, and then I crop it out quick. This all takes me a matter of seconds. And then I'll send it to them. And then I'll also send a couple before and after photos that look like them. And I'll say something like, hey, are these the type of results that you're looking for? And I'll wait for them to respond and see what they think, because they really like to see some before and afters. And most people are like, exactly. And then after that, what you could do is you have to set the next appointment with them. Like you can't just leave it hanging. So what I would say is, hey, I'll follow up with you tonight. And like, I'll let you look at this stuff and I'll follow up with you tonight. So they know that you're going to message tonight, whatever. And then what I would follow up with, the famous questions, I don't even know where I heard it, but it is what I use every single time. Hey, what do you think? Do you want to give it a try?
Mm.
and I hear what they have to say. And then like, if you don't hear back from them, I don't think it's unreasonable to message in like 24 hours because they told you they were interested in learning more about it, you know? So like, they have an interest. And so then maybe like 24 hours later, like, hey, are you okay? I didn't hear back from you. You know, I didn't hear back. Everything okay? But you really do have to make sure that you're setting that next time and letting them know that, hey, I'm going to follow up with you. Because if you don't, it just gets into this weird, like, oh, do I message? I don't know. Am I bugging them? I don't know. But it's really professional to like just move them along in this journey of deciding if they want to try the products.
I think also too, with the follow-up, just being like introducing the price kind of like in the conversation. So when we get to the end, it's not like a shocker. I think that's a good tip I'm going to try and do and work that in my flow.
Do you think that you may have some personal hang-ups about the price?
Say that one more time.
Do you personally think the price of the products are expensive?
In my current situation, yeah. Like it took me a while probably took me like four times to like, oh, okay, maybe I'll give it a try.
So a lot of the times when people have those beliefs themselves, no matter how you say it, it projects to your person 100%. And even if you are saying it the same way that I'm saying it, your belief of that the products are expensive, that's your reason, or that's why you think the people haven't responded back.
Mm.
And so, not that it's going to happen overnight, but really working on your belief in that area that these are premium skincare products that are worth every single penny. And when I tell people prices, I even go as far to say it is only $197.
Oh, I do. And I give them the 3 package options. I give them good, better, best. And I let them know, like, you know, if neither of those work for you, at the very least, then you can get this, and it's only. I use that word only all the time too. You have to like fully believe that the person that you're talking to, that like it's the truth. They're wasting money with whatever it is that they have right now because it's not working, or they wouldn't be talking to you.
Mm.
And you're doing them a huge disservice if you don't get this for them. Like they have to have this.
Mm-hmm. You have to. It's worth every cent of their money.
I mean, I know we're biased, but when we hear that other people are using like other skincare, we're like, ew, that's gross. Stop doing that. Because I think we think about money, like that's a waste of money. Why would you do that?
And you know, another thing, Michelle, is like they have an issue, they have a problem. Their current skincare is not fixing their problem. Oftentimes it takes premium dermatology grade skincare to fix problems.
Mm-hmm.
And people they will pay the money. They definitely will. I think that maybe the lack of response, which is normal, by the way, I think you're tying the price to that because that's what you think. And so you're kind of getting caught there. And truthfully, they probably just didn't respond because they were just busy doing something else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, maybe it is priced a little bit, or maybe it's not, but we're just like, it's low totem pole. We're just not that important to them. Mm-hmm. And something else happened and they don't really need any skincare right now. So they're purposefully not responding to you because they don't care right now.
Mm-hmm. And when you ask that question, hey, what do you think? Do you want to give it a try? Most of the time people will say, oh, it's out of my budget right now. I can't do it right now. You know, like they'll be honest about it most of the time.
Yeah, and that was a lot of my mid-October, end of October. The one that messaged me this morning, that was October. She was like, it's not in my budget. I'm gonna have to hit you up like 2 paydays or something like that. I forgot what she said. And out of the blue, that's when she messaged me. So I'm not getting like the hard no's, like no way. I'm getting a lot of not right nows, or like I can't right now.
Yeah.
Could you spin her with the business next then? Like it's only $75 to join. you can't afford the products now, but you can start earning your own income. Do you go there?
So we have a really good, I'm not sure if Tracy has sent it to you yet, but it's kind of, I have verbiage on my phone I can send you. It's like, hey, I don't mean to like overstep here or anything, but like, what do you think about making some money, you know, so you can afford the skincare that you want and plus some, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, she sent me that. I haven't gone through that just yet, which I probably should. To, you know, use it as like the counter. But I have it on my phone on one of my note sections.
I think the biggest thing that I did, I feel like in the beginning that really made a difference is like always setting the next follow-up. You know, like if you just leave it hanging, it's just so weird. But if you let them know that like, hey, I'm going to follow up with you tomorrow, or let's say they message back and be like, you know, it's not in my budget right now. Okay, cool. When can we follow up? When should I follow up? Or even say, hey, is it cool if I follow up with you in a month? Like just ask them. And even if somebody, like this is pertinent for even if someone is like, no, I'm not interested. Hey, do you mind if we keep in touch? Because I know everyone's skin changes. And do you mind if I keep you in the loop on new specials, new products? You know, just ask the question. And that brings me to another point too. Like I feel like I practice this thing and I feel like it's so helpful. So I'll give them the picture of the regimen, just the regimen, because that's what we talked about. And then I'll say, we have some bundle specials that I can show you if you'd like. They save you a lot of money. I always ask the permission of like everything before I send them anything, because they receive it so much better when you, like, it's like they're in control, even though I'm like guiding the conversation. I practice that with everything. And I feel like it's just helpful.
Okay, I have a question, and this may be like totally rookie question, but like, how do y'all keep up with everything? Like, you know, do you use Notebook? Like, I'm messaging people and I'm trying not to forget to go back to people. So I think I've gone from Notebook to Excel sheet to back to, but I mean, I'm one of those people that have 3 planners before they're satisfied and still not satisfied. So like,
you asked me, a couple of weeks ago, whether I thought that you should do the free version or the paid for version of Penny. And I told you the free version was great. Penny is how we keep up with things. Okay. So dive into Penny. But then also we'll all probably tell you that we have more than one system. We have had more than one system. So we just got Penny last year. For the first 4 years of my business, I was paper and pen. There are some people that have created Excel spreadsheets. You can do whatever works for you, but what we will all tell you is that you have to do something.
Right. And I've tried, it's like in front of me, I have a notebook and then I have my Excel. So it's just, I'm kind of playing the field. I was just, okay.
I love
I'll dive into that for sure.
I was on Penny before we got on this call. So,
okay. Cause I had 2 reach outs, like right before I started the call that weren't hard nosed, that were just, you know, so I like, don't want to miss out on reaching back out to them when life just takes a hold. So I was pleasantly surprised because that's probably what makes me nervous the most, is because one of them was someone that scares me.
Oh, good.
And she was just like, well, I used to use the products, but they made me break out more than, and I said, well, you know, it's been a couple of years. We've reformulated them. So just, you know, I just want to let you know that something, you know, we've reformulated some of the products. And so it might not do that. And if it's because of your sensitive skin, you know, we have a regimen just for that. So, you know, in so many words, that's what I said. So I was like, okay, but I don't want to forget about her.
So I personally like using an Excel sheet. That's what I do. I have like one tab for consultant prospects. I have another tab for like my redefined master list. I have I have a monthly tab for each. I have a tab for every month and who I'm going to reach out to. And then what I do is I highlight them if they have any interest in whatever. So I know that like as I go through my tabs, it's easy to just see who's highlighted, and so I can follow up.
And I think I don't have a desktop or anything right now at home. And so I have access to Excel at my other job, but it's, of course, it's a little frowned upon to work on one job when you're at the other.
Well, you can use like Google, like even like a Google
Not
Doc.
if they don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? That's kind of what I just feel like in my planning time. I'm like, you know, I'm a
I
little
have this-
sneaky.
Like I can't do it. I can't, be working on RF when I'm at my government job. So Penny is my lifesaver because typically I'm a paper and pen kind of gal. I write things down. I have notes everywhere. But Penny never fails me because she's always in my pocket. She's not in my, on my home desk or at my work desk and just being unorganized like that for me is a trigger. So if I don't have it all with me, then I'm like, and I feel defeated, and then I won't do my talk. Where if I have in my hand and I've got her to rely on. So if you have that important person that you don't want to lose track of, you just add the task for her and have her pop up again tomorrow. So if you, whatever you get busy with tonight, if you happen to forget, you can pop in tomorrow morning and it'll be right there to remind you again. So I like paper and pen. I dabbled with the Excel, but I'm in the same situation. I have different computers and different offices and different desks.
Yeah.
So,
And even with me with Google, since I teach, my computer desktop can be seen at the main office at central office. So at any time they want to pull it up, I've got Big Brother watching me. So, I'm kind of stuck in that, but I'll definitely because Penny's something I can do just in 3 or 4 minutes here and there. So I'll dive into that. That's what I feel like
we had Penny when I started. I truly do. It's good and it's simple. So it's created from an RF husband, and it's intuitive that way as well. That's a great question, Allison. Don't ever think any of your questions are too rookie.
Do you guys use the Pulse? You know how it has like in the app, it has like prospects and you can put notes of what you discussed. Does anybody use that?
So
I tried it once.
I don't use that yet. I think that we know that Pulse, like that they're actually learning. They're learning from the guy that created Penny. And so I know that Pulse is a couple steps behind Penny. I'm also settled in Penny. I'm in a routine and it is my system and it's not broken right now. So I don't want to fix it. I am thrilled that Rodan and Fields is putting this stuff in the Pulse app. I think it's amazing. I'm super excited to see where that goes, and may suggest that new people go on and do that. But right now it does not have everything that Penny has, and it's not as simple as Penny. I love that Penny is a one-stop shop there. So that's all. But I love what they're doing, and I think it's going to be great. But I am not using it.
I am actually using it. I've always used Penny, and I don't know, I have just found Pulse, I find it really seamless. I can go back very quickly and find out a PC's entire order history. And I feel like I can do that on Penny, and I always have used Penny in the past, but I don't know, to me, it seems more seamless in Pulse. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like they did some kind of a change in Penny upgrade or something, and I don't find it as seamless as I used to. And that's probably me, my error. I don't know. But when Pulse came out, it's like, oh my gosh, I really like this. So that's just my bias.
I love all of these different options, and it just goes to
Yeah.
show that we have tried things that have worked for us. We have tried things that haven't worked for us. Me in particular, I know good and well that something will work for me when I'm in a season of life. And then maybe whenever I move into a different season of life, I will need something different. So,
Yeah.
man, that's why this is so good. I love getting together like this because there are so many ideas in this crew.
Yeah. Yeah. I did an event to showcase the new Redefine and the eye cream.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a live video every single week, Makeover Monday. And now I'm going to expand it to Tuesdays, Transformation Tuesday. And it's going to be, now that there are 5 dermatologists, I have showcased that. I think that is such a big deal, that it used to be just the 2, but now they've added 3 more. And to be able to get the expertise of 5, and then Dr. Tim is a 6th doctor, you can't even monetize that. That is so impressive.
Yeah.
And so I made a big deal out of that, and I'm starting to take things from the dermatologists. You know, they've got their blog, and if you guys look on your when you open up your consultant account page, and you've got all the tabs across the top. The first one is shop, the very last one is blog. And I am finding all kinds of little treasures there from what the various dermatologists are saying. And then I copy and paste it, and I put it in, and I put it out on my Facebook, like, did you know? So I'm going to do that regularly on Tuesdays, and then also before and afters, and highlight various regimens. So that's just something.
I like that blog too. It's really good for, it used to be the old Derm RF blog.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have a lot of great photos in there.
Mhm.
Photos that you don't always even find, like on the Rodan and Fields site on Facebook has a lot of good photos too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ones that you don't even find. And I was actually thinking of something earlier today, and it just reminded me of events. And I was thinking, you know, like in the prior years we did like a Thanksgiving type of event, like it was for appreciation for PCs. You know what I think would be a really incredible event would be doing an event for just men to help them shop for their people.
Yeah.
I think that would be so good. Like once the bundles are announced tomorrow, and obviously for the men, we have to keep it so simple, which won't be hard. And like giving them a place to shop for their wives, their moms, like, oh my gosh.
I think that's a good idea. It sounds fun.
When I was walking my dog yesterday in our 77-degree weather, oh my gosh, this is such a gift in Wisconsin. We just never have this, to have it for a whole week. But I was thinking that very thing, and I'm going to call mine Gifts Galore. And I'm either going to do December 1 to December 15, or do 30 days and starting the middle of November. And every day I'm going to highlight, again, once those bundles, the gift bundles come out, or just like gifts under $100 or that kind of thing, to get people thinking about, what do I want on my Christmas list? So, yeah.
Really
Yeah, we
great
can definitely
idea.
do like, I would probably, me personally, I would keep mine a little bit shorter, and you got to keep, you know,
Okay.
you got to keep the attention span of the men.
Okay.
I would probably do it like just a couple days for me personally, and then I would keep it open for a few days. And obviously it's a lot of follow-up is probably going to be the key there. And obviously highlighting the bundles, and then if there is a bundle, if there's a bundle we can think of that's not in an actual bundle, like all about the eyes, you know, like we've done in the past or something, we can bundle those things together.
Yeah, or all about the serums.
We wouldn't even have to give like a huge discount, or I mean, you don't have to give a discount or anything, and you're just bringing awareness to the men that your women want this.
Yeah, they just want to help.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
I agree. Keeping it very, like, that's an awesome idea. Keep it very short. Just tell them, like, for that especially, just get to the punchline. Tell them what it is. Tell them why their women want it. Tell them how much it costs. Tell them that you'll ship it. Tell them you'll wrap it. Tell them whatever they need. That's all they want to do.
So, okay. So your preferred customer sees that on your preferred customer page, and then she says, honey, I want you to watch this, hint, because otherwise, I don't have one man that I could say, you should watch this. I mean, I don't have any customers.
On your friends?
Hmm?
You don't have any men for friends on your Facebook?
Yeah, I guess I do, but
Well, yeah, so I would make an event and I would invite all the men to it.
okay.
So I wouldn't do it on like my PC page because I only have
Okay,
my
all right, you just do it on your personal Facebook page and you just invite all.
I would make a group and then I would name it whatever I'm going to name it, and then I would send personal messages to all of my men, and I would use probably the same message for everybody, and then I would invite them to the group, the event that I'm going to have. I would have it over probably just maybe even one day, and then keep it open for shopping for like 3 days or something, and then the fortune's going to come in the follow-up with following up with the men.
Yeah.
But just one day event, post the specials, give a little bit of information on it, why their wives or mothers would love it, and follow up.
Yeah, because most of them probably aren't going to care, like, oh, this is what it does, and it's going to
They
be
don't.
these long lashes, blah, blah, blah. Like,
In fact, they'll probably pay you extra not to tell them.
right? The
Okay.
fewer details, the better.
Hmm.
So
And
yeah,
actually, the percentage of people, of men that respond to a message is like far greater than any of the women I message. Like if I message 10 women and message 10 men, 9 of the 10 men will respond. The women, not so much.
And not in a creepy way. Not in like,
No, they'll at least respond to my private message.
Yeah.
You know.
I like that.
Yeah, no, not in creepy at all. No, I don't mean that at all.
so Trisha, would you sign the guys up as the preferred customer,
Yeah,
or would you
yeah.
do it
So
under like the ghost account?
Yeah,
Like,
I've done this in the past where men have reached out and they have said, I can think of like 3 times that they said, my wife wants this, I want to buy this for her. And I create an account for the man and it does not turn out well. Like, honestly, it doesn't. And so if I were going to do that, which I don't necessarily want to do it that way, I would probably use a ghost account
Okay.
as a one-time order, and then like keep them in mind for follow-up, and maybe like friend their wife if I'm not friends with them yet. I'm just thinking, and this, I'm not saying this is the right way. I'm just thinking about the 3 times that I did do it, and it didn't.
Like, what is this?
I've only ever used my ghost account for that. And then what I do is I'm a paper and pen gal. And so I grab a piece of paper, at the top of it, gifts for the holidays, and the women's names go on there, because it's still your responsibility to follow up with them to see how they love their products, to see if they have any questions, to see if you can recommend something new, to let them know how they can continue to get a discount on it as they want to refill it, because they're going to run out of it and they're going to want to refill it. So otherwise, I mean, yes, that's a great one-time sale, but
Yeah.
with the follow-up, that's a loyal, lifelong customer.
Yeah. So you would just, let's say I've got 25 men that I know that are husbands that are men. Okay. They might comment on posts. So you just reach out to each guy and say, I'm having this event to help you.
I would say, hey,
with the
you
Christmas
want
gift?
help with holiday shopping?
Okay.
And then they're going to say, yes. And I'm going to say, okay, great. I'm going to put you in this group. I'll probably even say, I'll let you know when what you want to see shows up. Like, they want to be told.
And when you say what, okay. So are you guys thinking, like Trish said, just maybe one event, one 30-minute event, and showing a lot and highlighting a lot of different, whatever, holiday bundles or whatever you think you want to add?
You can do like top 10 gift guide.
Yeah, I don't mind putting this together for the team.
Whoa, that'd be sweet.
But my reach out would be like, so I'm gonna like reach out to every single man on my Facebook friends
Yeah.
list. My reach out would be like, hey, I'm hosting an event just for men to help you shop for your wife, mom, whatever. Super easy. It'll have everything short, concise. I order it for you. It's wrapped, shipped straight to the door. Well, maybe not say wrapped, because not all of it will be wrapped, but it'll be delivered right to your door. It's going to be these days. We can get you going. Make sure they get it before Christmas, something like that. Not in those words exactly, but I would send that to all of my men, and then I'd probably just end it with, do you want an invite?
Boy, Trish, I feel like that's gold, man.
I'm thinking like the first week of December,
Okay, yeah. I love that.
something along.
I think it would be fun to do it together too, because it would be a lot more men, you know, that would include a lot more men. It'll be a lot more fun if there was a bunch of them on there, you know,
Why can't I see?
Good
as
name.
a group. What?
It's a good name. We gotta put our heads together.
Well, I'm only seeing 8. Is that it? But I'm using my iPad, not my computer. How
No,
many?
there's more. As far as
Are there
names go, I would love for you guys to use that thread that I just put up on the team page that says holiday virtual events. As you think of fun names, like Becca and I did Porfic for the holidays last year, as you think of fun names for holiday events, please throw them on that thread, so that can become a very valuable resource to the team now and for years to come.
I like it.
I wanted to say for Kathy, when she gave the suggestion on the Roden and Fields page and all the way to the right for the blog, I just checked it out. It says like the holiday gift set guide, and I'm like scrolling through it, and I'm just like, I have so many ideas. I just want to like vomit all over my Facebook page with this, because it's written so nice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about all the ones that like all the potential clients are like, no, my skincare is fine. And like, for example, this one, it says beauty fanatics are always looking to take their routine to the next level. And it's like pretty much promoting lash boost. Like, oh my gosh, that's pretty neat. And I'm just like going through, I can't wait till they like give us a little bit more information tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be fun. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of fun this month with this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good.
And you know,
Trisha, here's one I came across. It's called In the Nick of Time,
Oh,
Men's Night.
that's cute.
that's
How do you
actually
spell
Yeah.
Nick?
What?
How do you spell Nick?
It's on here it's N-I-K. I'll send you this little image I found. It was kind of cute.
In the Nick of Time men's night.
Yeah. It was a jeweler's, actually it was a jeweler's,
I mean, this is something that like, I mean, you can't
just
let it,
food for thought.
no, I'm not talking about the name. I'm just saying like the event, like you can't let it take up all of your time. Like it has to be,
No.
you know, we create the event, you do your inviting one day, invite as many people as possible, send the message, see if they want to join. And then we have the event, we keep it open for 3 days. The fortune will come in the follow-up. You will have to follow up with every single man that you invited and, you know, see if there's anything that they want to purchase.
I love it.
It really is, especially with events. I've always had that same system for events. Pick the theme, pick the day, get the invites out. It's all in the communication. The event isn't even about the event, honestly.
Yeah.
The event's
Yeah.
lots of fun and whatever, but I've had more successful no-show events than I can even count anymore. Truly, because there are successful no-shows. Nobody actually came, or one person came, or nobody was on live at the virtual event, but I got massive orders out of it, and I met people, and there were referrals, and the conversation keeps on going. Yeah. Does anybody else have any other fun ideas for events? Fun names?
Feels like you could just look at Christmas songs and do some catchy things with just Christmas songs.
I'll tell you what.
I was just, you know, the keep it simple, stupid saying.
Yeah.
You could do kiss with keep shopping simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really fun too.
Or something about Secret Santa.
That's fun. I always like to, because these things don't just pop into my head, and so I'll do a quick Google. Like Charla was talking about last night about fun holiday event names. Like they're on Pinterest. Like there's all sorts of people who love creating stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like to do that.
Yeah.
I just looked at this this 2020 holiday gifting guide that's on here too. This is really awesome. I mean, it really is.
There's so much stuff that you can get from that thing. Even just like for example, I was sending out an email to my customers, and I always have a hard time coming up with like a description of the email, like the title.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not creative enough, so I just searched body hydration, and it gave me like this perfect thing. It said, "Why should your face get all the love?" ? You know, want to catchy, which I am so not good at coming up with catchy things.
That's really cool. I love that.
I have a question, you guys. For those of you who have been around a little longer, you know, the perfume, and they took it away, the two different ones. Are they ever going to come back? I wanted to buy one of them, not both. I didn't love one of the scents, but I keep expecting them to come back as a holiday.
I would love it. I love it so much. I bought Becca Parker's. I have the one I have now, and I still have one backup. That's 4. I've had 4, and I absolutely love it. If they push that all the time, it's all I'd ever wear.
Yeah.
Now my kids know it's my fancy perfume because I don't want to waste it because I only have one more left. So I only wear it for like special.
Was it the 10th anniversary special?
So. Yeah, I believe so.
Was it? It might have been.
I thought it was, but
I remember we had a big thing in Minneapolis, like a conference that I brought a couple of consultants with me to it, and they were giving out, you know, samples and having us try it and rate them. And yeah, that was, I don't know, 2 years ago, maybe.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Events that. Well, one of the events we did, I think it was 2 years ago, we highlighted it in there, so I think it was 2.
Okay.
It had to have been because I was under a rock.
What?
It had to have been a 2 years ago time frame because I don't remember it at all. So I must have been under my divorce rock at that time. That's what had to be. But I would love to smell it.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything for sure, but I was talking to a friend earlier who's on another team, and she often gets like little bits of information dripped on her. And she was saying that she heard one of the things that we're going to get for the weekend, the holiday weekend, is going to be multiple things. We are going to get 3 different gift sets to be able to give, which is awesome because we'll have different things and different price points and stuff like that. But she also said that she thought the Memorial Day, the 20% off site-wide sale, that she thought that was a test for, not that it may be 20% off site-wide again, but that was a test to see how something like that does through us and through our websites. And she says that it's very likely that we'll see something like that again. So that'd be so cool if, like, for Cyber Monday or whatever, that we got anything like that. That would be super awesome. I literally cannot even wait till tomorrow. I'm so excited.
That would be cool. And then like they did the 35% off the tools.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was huge. So
Yep.
like you can do certain stuff. Like,
Yep, absolutely.
I like that they're giving us little, like, you know, heads up on things rather than just like the day before or the day it launches, you know?
I do too. So that's what she and I were actually talking about, because she's been around for 6 years. She had been in for a year whenever I came on. And she was talking about how prepared we have to be, because we were talking about virtual events and things we've done in the past and whatever. And we were both saying, like, we really don't want to put any details together because we don't know anything yet. And it is imperative that they tell us beforehand so that we can plan our month, so that we can, you know, plan these kinds of things. And I am just thrilled that we're getting the news tomorrow night. Yeah.
Do you think they're going to tell us about what the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals are going to be tomorrow?
I know that we're going to find out about holiday packages tomorrow, but I don't know. I really hope that we do. I think the thing with that, and one of the reasons, you know, one of the con reasons that they don't tell us is that we are, of course, liable to hold sales until then. And that's not something that we want to be doing either. I mean, yes, we want to save our people money, and yes, we want to that, but there's a natural rhythm, just like there's a natural sales cycle that we all go through. You know, when people are ready to purchase, we don't really know exactly what it's going to be. So it's best to just go ahead and do that purchase at the natural time of sale, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, I can see the pros and cons to it. I know why we want it, and I think that that's great, but also, you know, just whenever you know that something awesome is coming, that does not mean that you don't have to work today. Like, there's still work to be done today. So, you know, that's always something to consider. If you guys don't have anything else, we are going to go ahead and hop off of here now. Give myself a couple minute break before we hop on book club. Here's a pitch for you. We are almost done with our book right now in book club, and we don't know what we're going to be reading next. So those of you guys who have wanted to join book club, keep your eyes peeled for whichever book we'll pick next. Okay. All right. Love you guys. See you later.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.